Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send Typeform responses to system.io instantly. So let's suppose I'm running a business and I'm collecting all my leads using Typeform. I want that whenever I receive a new lead, I should add this lead as a contact in my system.io account. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding and programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Typeform and system.io. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission from Typeform, I'm automatically going to add this lead as a contact in my system.io account. Now if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. Here in this video, I am capturing the leads from my Typeform and I want to add the leads to my system.io, and for that I have created this automation workflow using Pabbly Connect. We are going to test this once and check whether it is working fine or not. For that I am going to do a form submission, and if a lead is created in my system.io, then this means this automation workflow is working fine. So I am going to copy the link of this form and paste it in a new tab, and I will be doing some dummy form submission. So I will enter my first name as current, then I will enter my last name as lead, then I will enter my phone number as this, and then I will enter my email address as currentlead@pabblytudes.com. I will click on this submit to this form submission, and you will see this contact will be automatically created in my system.io account. So over here I am under this contacts in my system.io. I am going to refresh this page once. Let's wait. And here we have created this lead. So the name is current lead, the phone number which we added was this 95951, and the email address which we added was this currentlead@pabblytudes.com. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. Here in this video, we are going to see how we can send the Typeform leads to system.io, and for this we are simply going to create integration between Typeform and system.io using Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now before we sign in to our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, we can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. Now if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic which is a stable and a familiar approach. I am going to select this new beta, and then I'm going to name this workflow as send Typeform responses to system.io instantly, and now I'm going to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created. I'm going to select it as forms automation and then click on create. So here workflow created successfully. Now as soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter my trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Now here in this workflow, I want to send the Typeform responses, which means the leads I'm capturing from my Typeform Typeform to my system.io CRM, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new lead, it will be added directly to my system.io, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new lead from here, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking this Typeform, and following this trigger application will be my action application, in which I will take system.io. So here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Typeform first. And in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new entry and then click on connect. Now if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Typeform. Now here I've already logged in my Typeform account, and that's why I'm just going to grant away the permission, for which I'm going to click on this accept. Your data is completely saved with Pabbly Connect, so you can do this. And here connection created successfully. Typeform is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I'm going to enter this form. So I have all these forms. If I open my Typeform, so here are these forms, and I will be using this contact form. So we are going to open this contact form. You can see all the fields which this form has: first name, last name, phone number and email address. So I'll go back towards my workflow, and from this drop down I'm going to select my form as contact form. Now after selecting this form, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request, and you will see it will change to waiting for webhook response. Now this means I need to do a test submission in order to capture the webhook response in this workflow. And in order to capture this webhook response, I will be doing this test submission from this form itself. So I will be copying this form and paste it in a new tab, and I will fill some dummy details in that form. If I capture this response, which I'm going to fill in here in this workflow, then this will show us the connection setup is working fine. So here I'm going to enter my first name as latest, my last name as lead, then I'm going to enter my phone number as this one, and the email address as latestlead@pabblytudes.com. Now as soon as I fill in these details, I'm going to click on this submit, and as soon as I submit this, I should capture this response in my workflow. Let's go back towards my workflow, and here it is. Just now I have received this response. So if I scroll down, you can see that I have captured all the details: the name, phone number, last name and the email address. So as soon as I've submitted the form, I have captured that response in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created is working fine. So whenever there will be new form submission, now I will capture the response in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, I'm going to add this lead which I've captured from Typeform to my system.io. For that, I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'll search for system.io. In my action event, I'm going to select task create contact and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection, we have to enter the API key. So it's written enter the API key here from the system.io account. To obtain the API key, log into your system.io account, navigate to profile section, select settings and then choose public API key. So I'll move towards this dashboard of system.io. On the right top corner, I can see this profile. I'll go towards the settings next. Now on the left hand side, I have to search for public API keys, and here it is. So I will open this, and then I'll click on this create. So I'm going to name this as Typeform, and then I'm going to I'm going to click on this save, and a new API is provided to me. I'm simply going to copy this and paste it over here in this API key field. And then we have this domain which is already added. Now I'm simply going to click on this save, and you will see the system.io will be connected to Pabbly Connect, and here it is. Now I need to enter all these details, but I'm not going to enter these details manually like this. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this Typeform, and when I click on this field, I can see this Typeform, and when I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. So over here, I'm going to enter my email address as testlead@pabblytudes.com. The first name will be latest. So here I'm going to enter my email address as latestlead@pabblytudes.com. Then I will enter my first name as latest. Then I'm going to enter my last name as lead. Then I'm going to enter my phone number as this one. Now I have not received the response for this country, city, street address, zip code, company name, tax, state, source, street number, neighborhood. So I'm going to skip all of these fields. If you have received the response, you can enter using the same process mapping. Now mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering data will make these fields static and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on Save and Send Test Request, and let's wait for the response. So here I have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I'm going to open my system.io account and check whether this contact has been created there or not. So this is the app dashboard. On the top where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on the CRM and go towards the contacts. And here we can see that we have created this latest lead @pabblytudes.com. The name we entered was latest lead. Then the email address was latest lead @pabblytudes.com, and this was the phone number. So now to summarize, we took Typeform as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new lead and then we wanted to add that lead to system.io. So we took action application as system.io, made connection with Pabbly Connect, mapped all the required details, executed this workflow, and finally created this contact in my system.io account. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between this Typeform and system.io using Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out, and you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting automation. If you have any doubts, you can comment down this video below. So I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.